got a lot of work to do. We got to obviously get a lot better. You know what I mean? We've improved every single week from game to game so far, and we need to continue to do that and have a successful season.
Coach, on the defensive side of the ball, you've had a lot of young guys that have really played well, and whether it's linebacker, defensive lineman, or secondary. Just talk about how much those guys have contributed this year.
Well, it's huge. You turn on the film, there's a lot of young guys in the field, but you got to be 30 deep on defense if you want to be really good in this league. At least 22 deep at every position to roll guys through. But if you got 2.5 at each position, you're probably in good shape. So we've been playing guys. We got to play guys to survive in the SEC. So, that gives just a lot of opportunities for people to get on the field.
What is it that Nelson Adams and A.J. Jefferson have just been doing so well just to be...
Great work ethic. They're getting their opportunities, and they're taking advantage of those opportunities. That is what's huge, out here. There's going to be opportunities to get on the field and play, and you got to take advantage of that opportunity.
Dan, what are some of the things that you wanted to clean up this week and before week?
Holy cow, there's an awful lot. There's an awful lot right there for us. We gotta still look at our third downs. We did okay last week. In the year so far, we're not great. Clean up little things in pass protections that we have to get better at. Route running, guys catching. We still had a couple drops, a couple missed throws on offense. Defensive side of the ball, I still have some misfits that were out there. We're still always got to work to get more pressure, especially with our front four on the quarterback. So, there's an awful lot of things that that we have to work on.
Have you been pleasantly surprised by the secondary? They've caused turnovers, even if they've kind of given up yards. They've ended the drive with a turnover or something good happened.
We knew that we had some good young players out there, so we knew there were some good young players. They just they were getting their opportunity and they go make plays, and probably more of them than we expected with all the injuries we've had dealt with so far this year in the secondary.
That's what, with the pleasantly surprised, was just while the injuries, did you kind of go, oh God, here we go?
Yeah, but you know what? That's part of it. That's part of it for our guys. You get your chance. Someone goes down, you get your opportunity. You got to be ready to go seize that moment and make that play.
The offensive line seems to have really progressed after that first game and gotten better and better, even despite the injury with Justin.
Yeah, they're working. Work in progress. Everything's. For us. We look like we have a real good game last week. There's still a lot of things we have to fix from that game, and before the next game.
When you look at the record, 2-2, 2 blowout wins and 2 losses, what do you have to tell the team about being consistent?
Well, I told them we just got to continue to get better. It's a good, interesting challenge for us this week. We lose a game where we don't play very well in the first game, and all we respond and get better and come play a real good game. We responded from playing a good game and actually still improved the next week, but then had a really tough loss. But we responded from that, improved again. And, if we don't continue to improve from week to week, we'll never expect to win any more games.
When this is the last chance you get to look introspectively on your team and just don't have an opponent, just how do you approach it? And just when you're going to be game planning, all week for the rest of the year.
Yeah. We got another one with that 10-day game. There's a little bit of breather time for us to get a lot of research done in the middle of it. But just look what we've done well, what we haven't done well, and why haven't we done those things well. You get a little bit more time to do that, but you also get a little bit more time to prepare for LSU.
You look at Auburn, the way they started, and even the way that Troy started, they seem to really kind of move the ball. That defense adjusted. What did you guys do to stop them from moving the ball so well?
I think sometimes with the young players, it's that getting into the flow of the game, and there's a lot to that. And to be honest with you, their first drive, against Troy, that, eliminated some stupid penalties that we had that kept their drives alive, some missed tackles. I think their first drive, even though they moved the ball, we had a penalty that kept the drive alive. The next drive, we had a couple missed tackles. We would have been off the field. They executed pretty well on that other drive, scored a touchdown. And after that, I think our guys have adjusted to the speed of the game and we're rolling at that point.
You said the other